What's going down, guys? TK Pryor coming at you, and my focus is always on financial empowerment, building with real financial solutions that actually make a difference in people's lives. I keep noticing that uh, when there's a problem, people always respond, and there's a lot of videos right now on Facebook that's going viral about the social injustice in relation to police brutality. But all of the videos and the perspectives in such videos are based on a limited exposure to the system and how the system works. It's a lack of understanding. You know, I always say that life is a chess game. It's just that most people don't know the rules to the game. It's not that the system is broken. It's more that the system was designed the way it is. And unfortunately, it's only going to get worse as the police state and the North American Union advances. The systematic problems within fiat currency propagate selfish greed and the whole concept of pawns being controlled. So, of course, you're not looked at as valuable when you're a pawn on the chessboard. You're looked at as a commodity that needs to be kept in its pawn place. So, people talk about all lives matter within a economic system of pyramid schemes where the people at the top control 80% of the money and dictate probably a majority of the influence. That in the situation that we currently see unfolding all over the world. And as I said before, people's perspectives come from the lack of understanding the rules to the game. Because the first thing you have to do is separate your flesh and blood self from the corporation that is your straw man. When you don't know the difference between your sovereign citizenship as a human, real person, and your corporation that is a straw man, then the maritime laws that were designed to control merchant transactions can be applied to you as a flesh and blood human being. People talk about the separation of church and state, but the true separation needs to happen between you as a sovereign citizen and your straw man. That's number one. Number two is, once you understand the rules of the game, you're then able to play the game more efficiently and manipulate your way through the chessboard without as much loss. So I kind of encourage you guys to educate yourself on the system. I mean, a lot of these, I see a lot of these viral videos that come from a ignorant standpoint of how things are designed. If you think about the overall movement of the corporation and the intent, then you can further understand how to play within those changes and how to better position yourself within the economic game that is the world economy. People talk about different protests and different response or reactions to changes within our economy, but very few people emphasize the importance of economic empowerment and the building strategies within financial freedom. I always suggest people to not necessarily opt out, but add to your financial portfolio by including decentralized currency as a means to operate within the economy. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is you have a job that pays you fiat paper money, and you can utilize decentralized currency in conjunction with fiat currency to more effectively play the game or position yourself within the economic space that is the world economy. A lot of people reject decentralization, but you have to understand it's the failures within fiat currency that created decentralized alternatives, like Bitcoin as the first cryptocurrency, like eDinar, like as a secondary cryptocurrency, and like gold money from companies like Karatbars, and silver money from companies like ISN. Because if you use the tenets of decentralization to your advantage, then what you'll find is that you're better able to play within the economic space that is the world, because all of the world, whether you're talking about social injustice, all of the world plays within the tenets of economics, meaning that economics is one of the 9 tenets that add a foundation to any given society. So by leaving economic empowerment and financial freedom out of your strategies, you're victimized by the inherent controls that's built into fiat currency. It's a top-up system that has gatekeepers and limited access. 90% or something like 80% of the world is unbanked, which means that farmer in that third world country like India doesn't have the same access that you have to industrialize fractional reserve banking. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is a more strategic implementation plan would be to include decentralized alternative forms of money and currency into your plans or your strategies, so that you can play with money that's worth more than fiat. And the good thing is decentralization allows everybody to participate, because there aren't as many gatekeepers as there is in fiat currency. It's hard for that farmer to find access to paper money because of the things you have to do in order to employ yourself in order to generate some sort of fiat income. But those same limitations are not inherent. They're not inherent within decentralized currency like Bitcoin, like eDinar, like gold money, like silver money. So some of these viral videos should consider, in reaction to the social injustice that's taking place and will continue to take place and probably elevate, meaning there'll be another reason to change your Facebook the way they did for the Paris situation, And there'll be another Eric Garner sometime in the future. As these outrage responses happen, of course, the general response is to pray and to hold a protest. But the suggested response is to get more aggressive about financial empowerment through the alternative methods that utilize decentralization. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope that some people are enlightened by this, and I hope that someone out there considers the alternatives to paper money and begins to utilize the power behind alternative currency as steadfast within microeconomies. Because believe it or not, it has always been the microeconomy and strength and numbers that builds success within any given group. So there is a process, and there is a way that we can create change in people's lives and do effective things that utilize everything that could empower people. It's just that I think a lot of the strategies people utilize are zero result strategies. You know, talking about it, protesting about it, praying about it are not going to produce actions that's going to change someone's life. You know, so if you support my concepts, if you understand or in any way been enlifted, or I should say uplifted by this, please share the video, and let's sort of get behind the concept of individual financial empowerment through alternative forms of currency like Bitcoin, like e-dinar, like gold money, like silver money.